Did you know that in Japan, people over 80 years old walk an average of 7,000 steps per day, while in the United States, most people over 60 barely reach 3,000? And here's what's shocking. Japanese seniors have half the rate of mobility problems and joint deterioration compared to seniors in Western countries. But here's the thing. It's not about genetics. It's not about eating fish every day. And it's definitely not about walking more miles than you can handle. In fact, walking long distances the wrong way could be doing more harm than good to your knees, your hips, and your overall health. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. My friend, if you're over 60 and you want to stay active, independent, and free from chronic pain, this video might be the most important thing you watch this year. Because what I'm about to share with you has been proven by researchers at Stanford, Harvard, and the Kyoto University Institute of Longevity. So stay with me. Don't skip ahead. Because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to walk in a way that protects your joints, increases your energy, and could literally add years to your life. Here's what most people don't understand about walking after 60. Everyone tells you to walk more. Your doctor says it. Your family says it. The internet says it. Walk 10,000 steps. Walk every morning. Walk, walk, walk. But nobody tells you how to walk properly. Nobody tells you when to walk. And nobody tells you what to do before and after walking to protect your body. And that's the problem. Because walking long distances without the right preparation is like driving a car that hasn't had an oil change in years. Sure, it might run for a while, but eventually things start breaking down. Your knees start hurting. Your lower back aches. Your ankles feel stiff. You get tired faster. And then you think, maybe I'm just too old for this. But you're not too old. You just haven't been shown the right way. So here's what we're going to do today. I'm going to share with you 7 essential secrets that active seniors in Japan, Italy, and Greece have been using for decades. These aren't complicated exercises. They don't require expensive equipment. And they certainly don't require you to spend hours at a gym. These are simple, practical habits you can start today, right in your own home. And they will transform the way you walk, the way you feel, and the way you live. Let's start with something most people completely ignore. Your ankles. You see, your ankles are the foundation of every step you take. When your ankles are stiff or weak, your entire walking pattern changes. Your knees compensate. Your hips compensate. And that's when injuries happen. A study from the University of Michigan found that seniors with limited ankle mobility are 3 times more likely to experience falls and knee pain. 3 times. That's huge. So here's what you need to do before you ever walk a long distance. And I want you to do this every single morning, even if you're not planning to walk that day. Sit in a chair. Place your feet flat on the ground. Now lift just your toes while keeping your heels down. Hold for 3 seconds. Then lift your heels while keeping your toes down. Hold for 3 seconds. Do this 10 times. Next, draw circles with your feet. Clockwise 10 times, then counterclockwise 10 times. You're waking up all those small muscles and joints in your ankles that have been sleeping. This takes less than 3 minutes. But those 3 minutes prepare your body for thousands of steps without pain. And here's the beautiful part. You can do this while drinking your morning coffee, while watching TV, while talking on the phone. It's that simple. Now let's talk about your hips. After 60, hip flexibility naturally decreases. This is normal. But when your hips are too tight, your lower back has to work harder with every step. And that's why so many people experience lower back pain after walking. Researchers at Harvard Medical School discovered that seniors who maintain hip flexibility have 60% less chronic back pain compared to those who don't. 60%. So here's your hip flexibility ritual. And again, this is something you do before you walk, not after. Though you can do it after as well. Stand next to a wall or a sturdy chair for balance. Swing one leg forward and backward gently like a pendulum. Don't force it. Just let it swing naturally. Do this 15 times. Then swing it side to side 15 times. Switch legs and repeat. Then hold onto your chair, lift one knee up toward your chest and make small circles with your knee. 10 circles one direction, 10 circles the other direction. Switch legs. This entire routine takes about 4 minutes. But it opens up your hips, lubricates those joints, and prepares your body to walk with proper form. You know what's interesting? In Okinawa, Japan, one of the places where people live the longest, seniors do gentle hip movements every morning as part of their morning routine. They've been doing this for generations. And they can walk for miles even in their 80s and 90s without pain. This one is critical. Because you can do all the preparation exercises in the world, but if your posture is wrong while you're walking, you're still going to hurt yourself. Here's what happens with most people over 60. They walk with their head forward, shoulders rounded, and looking down at the ground. This puts enormous pressure on your neck, your upper back, and throws off your entire balance. A biomechanics study from Stanford University found that forward head posture while walking increases the load on your spine by up to 30 pounds. Imagine carrying a 30-pound weight on your neck with every step. So here's the correct walking posture. And I want you to practice this right now, even if you're sitting down. Just imagine you're standing. First, imagine there's a string attached to the top of your head, gently pulling you upward toward the ceiling. Your spine naturally lengthens. Second, pull your shoulders back and down. Not in a military way but comfortably. Your chest opens up naturally. Third, look straight ahead, not down at your feet. Your chin should be parallel to the ground. When you look ahead, you can see where you're going, you maintain balance better, and you breathe more easily. Fourth, engage your core just slightly. Think about gently pulling your belly button toward your spine. This supports your lower back. And finally, when you step, land on your heel first, roll through your foot and push off with your toes. This is the natural walking pattern that protects your joints. Now here's a simple way to remember this. I call it the crown chest core method. Imagine wearing a crown on your head, which keeps your head up. Open your chest like you're proud of something. And engage your core like you're about to take a photograph. Practice this posture just walking around your house for 5 minutes before you go on a longer walk. Your body will remember it. Most people don't realize that how you breathe while walking affects everything. Your energy levels, your joint pain, even your mental clarity. When you breathe shallow breaths through your chest, you're not getting enough oxygen to your muscles. Your muscles get tired faster. You feel fatigued. And you're more likely to stop walking and give up. But when you breathe deeply and rhythmically, everything changes. A study from the European Journal of Applied Physiology found that rhythmic breathing during walking increased endurance by 35% and reduced perceived effort by almost half. That means you can walk longer distances and it feels easier. Here's the breathing rhythm I want you to use. It's called the 3-3 pattern. Breathe in through your nose for 3 steps. 1, 2, 3 inhale. Then breathe out through your mouth for 3 steps. 1, 2, 3 exhale. And for 3 out for 3. Keep this rhythm going. This does several things. First, it ensures you're breathing deeply all the way into your belly, not just shallow chest breaths. Second, it creates a rhythm that your body can follow, which actually makes walking feel meditative and calming. Third, it keeps your mind focused so you're not thinking about pain or fatigue. Now, if 3-3 feels too fast or uncomfortable, you can do 4-4. Or even 5-5. Find what feels natural for you. The key is to maintain a rhythm. And here's a bonus. This type of breathing lowers your stress hormones, reduces blood pressure, and can even improve your mood. So you're not just protecting your joints, you're improving your mental health at the same time. Here's something that might surprise you. Walking for hours without stopping is not necessarily better for you. In fact, for people over 60, it can be counterproductive and even dangerous. Your joints need rest. Your muscles need recovery. And your body needs moments to reset. Researchers at the Mayo Clinic studied walking patterns in seniors and found something fascinating. Seniors who took short breaks every 20 to 30 minutes had significantly less joint inflammation and recovered faster than those who walked continuously for long periods. So here's the 20-minute rule. If you're planning to walk a long distance, break it up into segments. Walk for 20 minutes, then stop for 2 to 3 minutes. Not a long break. Just enough to let your heart rate come down slightly, to let your joints rest, and to drink some water. During this break, you can do a few gentle stretches. Roll your shoulders. Shake out your legs. Take some deep breaths. Then continue for another 20 minutes. Another short break. And so on. Now, if 20 minutes feels too short, you can extend it to 30 minutes. But don't go beyond that without a break, especially if you're walking on hard surfaces like concrete or pavement. This might seem like it slows you down. But actually, you'll end up walking more total distance because you're not exhausting yourself. And more importantly, you'll wake up the next day without pain, which means you can walk again the next day and the day after that. Consistency is more important than intensity. Walking 4 times a week for shorter periods with breaks is far better than walking once and being too sore to walk again for a week. Not all surfaces are created equal. And this is something most people over 60 don't think about until it's too late. Walking on concrete sidewalks, especially for long distances, creates a pounding effect on your knees and hips. Every step sends a shock wave up through your joints. Over time, this contributes to arthritis, joint deterioration, and chronic pain. A biomechanics study from the University of Colorado found that walking on hard surfaces like concrete increases joint impact force by up to 40% compared to softer surfaces. So here's your surface strategy. Whenever possible, choose softer surfaces. Grass, dirt trails, rubberized tracks. Even gravel paths are better than concrete. If you have a local park with grass areas, walk there instead of on the sidewalk. If there's a nature trail nearby, use that. Your knees will thank you. Now, I understand that sometimes you don't have a choice. Maybe you live in a city where sidewalks are your only option. If that's the case, invest in really good walking shoes with proper cushioning. Not fashion shoes. Not casual sneakers. Actual walking shoes designed for shock absorption. Look for shoes with thick, cushioned soles. Make sure they fit properly, not too tight, with enough room for your toes to move. And replace them every 6 months if you're walking regularly. Worn-out shoes lose their cushioning, and that's when injuries happen. Also, here's a tip that not many people know. If you must walk on concrete, try to vary your route so you're not always on the same hard surface. Mix in some grass sections. Walk through a park. Even walking on asphalt roads is slightly softer than concrete sidewalks. And if you have access to a beach, walking on sand is one of the best surfaces for seniors. It's soft, it naturally strengthens your ankle and foot muscles, and the scenery is beautiful. Just avoid walking on sand if it's too hot or if you have severe balance issues. And now we've arrived at the number one secret. The most important one. The one that almost nobody talks about but makes all the difference. It's not about what you do before walking. It's not even about how you walk. It's about what you do after you walk. Your recovery routine. You see, when you walk, your muscles tighten. Your joints compress. Inflammation begins to build up. And if you don't address this immediately after your walk, that's when stiffness, soreness, and long-term damage occur. A study from Johns Hopkins University found that seniors who followed a structured recovery routine after exercise had 70% less chronic joint pain and maintained mobility significantly longer than those who didn't. 70%. So here's your recovery routine. And I want you to do this every single time you finish a walk, no matter how short or long. First, don't just stop and sit down. Walk slowly for 2 to 3 minutes at a very easy pace. This allows your heart rate to gradually return to normal and prevents blood from pooling in your legs. Second, stretch gently while your muscles are still warm. Focus on your calves, your hamstrings, your hips, and your lower back. Hold each stretch for 20 to 30 seconds. No bouncing. Just gentle, sustained stretches. For your calves, stand facing a wall, place your hands on it, step 1 foot back, and gently press your heel into the ground. You'll feel a stretch in your calf. Hold it. Switch legs. For your hamstrings, sit on the edge of a chair, extend one leg out straight with your heel on the ground, and gently lean forward from your hips. You'll feel a stretch in the back of your thigh. Hold it. Switch legs. For your hips, lie on your back, pull one knee toward your chest and hold it. Switch legs. Then cross one ankle over the opposite knee and gently pull that knee toward you. You'll feel a stretch deep in your hip. Switch sides. Third, elevate your legs for 5 to 10 minutes. Lie down on your bed or couch, put a pillow under your feet so they're higher than your heart. This reduces swelling and helps blood flow. Fourth, apply ice if you need to. If any part of your body feels hot, swollen, or particularly sore, apply an ice pack wrapped in a towel for 10 to 15 minutes. Never apply ice directly to skin. And finally, hydrate. Drink a full glass of water within 30 minutes of finishing your walk. Your joints need hydration to stay lubricated and healthy. This entire recovery routine takes maybe 15 to 20 minutes. But it's the difference between waking up the next day feeling great and ready to walk again, versus waking up stiff, sore, and discouraged. Now, I want you to think about something. Of these 7 secrets we just covered, how many are you already doing? Be honest with yourself. Maybe you're doing 1 or 2. Maybe none of them. And that's okay. Because now you know. And knowing is the first step. Here's what I want you to do. Don't try to do all 7 at once. That's overwhelming. Instead, pick 2. Just 2. The 2 that seem easiest for you to start with today. Maybe it's the ankle awakening and the recovery routine. Maybe it's the proper posture and the breathing rhythm. Pick the 2 that resonate with you. Do those 2 consistently for 1 week. Every single day. And I promise you, you will feel a difference. Then after a week, add another one. Then another. Before you know it, all 7 of these secrets will be part of your daily routine. And walking will transform from something that hurts into something that energizes you. I'd love to hear from you. Write in the comments below. How old are you, and which 2 secrets are you going to start with today? Also, let me know where you're watching from. What country? What city? Building a community here is so important. When you share your experience, you inspire someone else. And when they share theirs, they inspire you. We're all in this together. My friend, here's the truth. Getting older doesn't mean giving up the things you love. It doesn't mean accepting pain as normal. And it certainly doesn't mean losing your independence. The people who age with vitality, strength, and joy are not lucky. They're not blessed with special genetics. They simply do things differently. They prepare their bodies. They move with intention. And they take care of themselves after activity. You can be one of those people. You absolutely can. Imagine 6 months from now. You're walking longer distances than you have in years. Your knees feel strong. Your back doesn't ache. You have energy throughout the day. You're keeping up with your grandchildren. You're traveling to places you thought you'd never see. You're living life fully. That's not a fantasy. That's what happens when you apply these 7 secrets consistently. Your body is incredibly resilient. Even at 60, 70, 80 or beyond, your body can adapt, strengthen, and heal. But you have to give it what it needs. You have to move it the right way, prepare it properly, and help it recover. Starting today, make a commitment to yourself. A commitment to move with intention, to protect your joints, to stay active and independent for as long as possible. Because you deserve to enjoy these years. You've worked hard your whole life. You've earned the right to live without pain, to explore, to stay active, to feel good in your own body. So take these 7 secrets, apply them, be consistent, and watch what happens. If this video helped you, do me a favor. Click that like button right now. It helps more people over 60 discover this information and transform their lives the way you're about to transform yours. And leave a comment below. Tell me your age and which secrets you're starting with. I read every single comment and I love hearing your stories. Also, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. Because I post new videos every week about healthy aging, mobility, strength, and longevity. Simple, practical information you can use immediately. And here's what I want you to watch next. I recently made a video about the 5-minute morning routine that Japanese seniors use to prevent falls and maintain balance well into their 90s. It's the perfect companion to this video. You'll find it right there on your screen or in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for taking care of yourself. Thank you for being here. Now go apply what you learned today. Your future self will thank you. I'll see you in the next video.